Rising coronavirus cases in Victoria caused the ASX to drop last week. How did the stock market open this morning?
Annalise, ASX 200 is up 1.4% in early trade, so a pretty good start to the week. We've risen today after American indexes had a pretty good day of trading on Friday as well, and the NASDAQ, that's the technology index, it's closed at a record high. But really, it's all fears of the coronavirus right now. Last week, the ASX 200 dropped 2.3%, and on Wednesday, when the Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews announced further lockdowns for Melbourne, the market shed 1.5%. So the market is very topsy-turvy at the moment, and if there's any spread of infections in New South Wales or potential lockdown in New South Wales, then we can expect the ASX 200 to react pretty sharply. But for the time being, we are up 1.4%, and the best performer this morning is the banking sector, up about 2.3%.
And Edward, what impact did the Melbourne lockdown have on auctions over the weekend?
Well, according to CoreLogic, there was 476 auctions scheduled to occur in Melbourne over the weekend, and they did return a clearance rate of 64%, which is pretty good. However, there is a rising number of sellers withdrawing their properties from sales. So 25% of the homes scheduled for auction in Melbourne were withdrawn from sale before auction. So it's pretty clear that sellers in Melbourne are losing a bit of confidence in the property market right now. And that makes sense when you think about the lockdown restrictions. We know the previous lockdown affected the property market quite severely. People aren't allowed to attend auctions on site anymore. You're not allowed to inspect a property anymore. So it makes sense that sellers may be a little hesitant to put up their property for sale at the moment. So I think this is a trend that we're going to see over the next 5 weeks. What Melbourne is still in its lockdown, we're going to see more and more properties withdrawn from sale, or potentially more private treaty sales, so people selling before the day of the auction. But the auction market was pretty good in Melbourne. It's just that more properties are now being withdrawn, Annalise.